No.
You're not in it.
No
way.
Well, hold on, let's watch it again. Let's watch it again. I must have missed him.
My name is Michael Absalom, and these bunch of squares are my family and friends. Over the next 8 months, they're going to try and help me make my childhood dream come true, as I attempt to land a role in the next Star Wars film as a Stormtrooper.
It didn't start in 2015 with episode 1. This started as a small schoolboy nearly 40 years ago, and a sheer fascination for Star Wars.
I've actually got a Darth Vader impression, you're not going to believe this. Okay, here we go.
Only now do you know the full power of the dark side.
That was pretty good.
So I remember Michael's love of TV from a very young age, and his first escapade was the face of Highland Spring. He was 17. The actual first TV appearance was on Big Breakfast and Find Me a Model.
Michael, who's next door? What do you reckon, Michael?
About 15%.
About 50%. Michael Absalom, aged 19 from Hampshire, a former ski instructor and former member of the under-18 England hockey team.
This was followed by a really big break onto children's television and the CBBC.
If it hadn't have been for those pesky kids, I would have got away with it. Grr.
This series to me is about a small boy who had a dream, and several years later he set out to put something down that demonstrated his commitment, and he has absolutely fulfilled that.
Thursday the 2nd of November, 7:56, and I'm just on my way to Pinewood Studios. I've always had a good feeling about this project. Even when the chips have been down, I've always felt like if I could get through that patch, there'd be light at the end of the tunnel.
So today we're going to reflect on the favourite and funniest moments in the previous 8 episodes.
Best moment of the whole series was Ridjo.
Yeah.
How many times have you done this?
Dan couldn't make it, unfortunately. He's got a very important meeting.
When he doesn't seem to ever have meetings.
No.
My favourite moment of the series so far was actually one of the first moments of the series, and it was a little bit of a snapshot of the entire series. He bought the Stormtrooper outfit, then it was a complete calamity trying to get the thing on.
It's not the easiest.
It was painful, it was sweaty, and at times slightly tireless.
So far we've only got the shins on and it kills. I'm a bit worried my calves are too big because I play a lot of hockey.
Oh no, he's trying to put the arm on his leg. So he's not got abnormally large calves, he's just a muppet.
Did we get you on camera being arrested by the police outside?
That was one of the best bits.
With your E11 blaster.
You shouldn't really be walking around with that.
Okay.
From a distance,
Yeah.
it looks like a real firearm.
Okay.
My favourite moment has to be the start of episode 6 of Stormtrooper. It's the bit where Abs is running through the trees in slow motion getting fired at by lasers. We took drones and a few slow-mo cameras to the Trough of Bowland and put that together in a few hours. Now the reason it's my favourite is because I've been on the journey with him. As a mate of his, I wanted this to happen for him so badly. We all did. We all wanted him to be in the movie, even though all of us kind of also thought at the same time that it's unlikely that it will happen. But the guy's drive and his ambition and his will to succeed is like no one I've ever met, and to be a part of that, even if it's just in some small way to help him film something for these things that he's doing, it meant more to me for that reason.
When we went into the trailer in episode 2, and we had been moving slowly for a couple of hours, queue barge, thousands of fans, interviewing them along the way, and suddenly the doors opened just as we got to the front, and we started walking in.
You got Abs, did we just sneak in? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, just keep going, just keep going. We would just look tunnel vision, just looking.
But still the heart was going.
Oh,
like,
mate, yeah, my heart was racing.
I was thinking we'll be chucked out straight away.
Star Wars history.
There's a great energy in the room that day as well, I think, from all the die-hard Star Wars fans that had, you know, travelled a long way like we had to be there to experience that moment.
And that moment you felt like anything could happen at any moment.
That was when he was at his most positive though. Yeah. That was when,
before,
you know, we're going to do this.
Leicester Square was the emotional one for me to watch. You tried so hard and the ticket didn't turn up. You were promised a ticket and when you turned up there was a confusion, so it never materialised. And yet at lunchtime I think they were giving away free tickets.
Yeah.
So had one of us gone down and got you a ticket, you would have got in.
It's actually quite a nice representation of the project and life as a whole, being knocked back, and you've just got to keep going and keep going. And you can just see his frustration as the PR lady's just saying no.
And that night, I would say that was my lowest of the whole project. I was in a really dark place, and I don't think we filmed for another 6 months after that. It took me almost that long to make some more money to make the next episode, but also just to build my self-confidence back up as well. It was a night that I thought was supposed to be a shining moment within the documentary, and in many senses it still is, but not how I intended it.
I think the funniest was probably the toilet episode in Los Angeles.
Needs to go to the toilet, needs to take the whole suit off.
It was the interview with the lady outside.
She was having a great time watching Michael strip.
I got a free show. The whole stripping was wonderful.
And then it's the guy who stood outside and he's trying to tell Michael a story. And he's like, okay, I'm going to come back because it sounds like a great story.
I need a wee. Stay there, tell me the end in a minute, yeah?
Funniest probably would be your paintballing.
Yeah.
You know, shot to pieces.
Got shot right in the face, and within the mask it went through like the nose holes of the mask, in through the mouth. Underneath the helmet I can taste the paint.
I think I've just been shot in the head. Interviewing Warwick Davies on his little moped.
He's going along. What's good?
You know, Michael breaking into a little trot.
Why have you got a picture of Kathy Kennedy with you?
Well, we're looking to try and find her. You know how hard she is to track. Yeah, exactly.
When the box fell on your head in episode 2, it looked quite sore.
Oh gosh! Oh, it was almost as sore as when Jermaine punched me in the face.
I thought they'd go easy on him. My God, they gave him a whack.
That was fun.
I could hear like the sounds of helmet on bone, and I remember thinking, should I cut? And then you just went on with it.
I think another funny moment was when my mum dropped my AT-AT toy. Yeah, that is no longer a collector's item.
Still in one piece. Just some of the things Mum, Dad, Grandma says.
Are stormtroopers an army?
Yes, they are.
So they gather together and they go fight for good causes?
The opposite, they fight for bad causes.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. And it's like how she still loves him anyway, even though he wants to be a baddie.
Do you know what I also liked as well was when Abs was in LA and he went down to the Chinese theatre and you've got all the other like superheroes in their costumes, all charging people, you know, come and take a photo with me. And out there it's obviously super touristy and everyone's making money. And then Abs obviously hates that idea and he's like, do you know what, like free photos for everyone. And of course everyone else then like piles in against him going, you're ruining our business.
Undercuts everyone.
Undercuts everyone. And then there's like a kind of superhero fight where they all gang up on the Stormtrooper and he's forced to move on from his turf.
Ewok Attack was a classic down with Matt Church at Locker 27.
Ewok Attack!
They don't make them like they used to. I mean, they've certainly got a bit bigger and broader, and yeah, Churchy cleaned me off my feet.
I quite liked it when you do a Wookiee impression.
Meeting my old friend Scott. So Scott works for StarWars.com. I've met him a couple of times during the series.
Scott! Scott! Scott!
Scott!
Scott, buddy, over here.
Scott!
Scott!
Scott! Scott! Scott!
Thousands of times going, Scott!
Scott!
I think he must have been busy doing other things because I was trying to get his attention, what felt like an eternity. But there's a nice message in there about persistence, and he was very helpful once we managed to catch up with him and actually fixed up another couple of solid interviews for us on that day.
Today is what we would call in business wrap-up, the end of a long journey. And Michael has a bit of a surprise for everyone today.
There we go. Play me. This is exciting.
I haven't seen this actually.
No, me neither.
He started this 9-episode series. He thought it would take 8 months. It's taken 3 years. That just defines Michael, and that to me is just sheer stickability.
Oh.
Okay. Can I watch it again?
Is he one of the stormtroopers?
Maybe he's one of the stormtroopers in there.
You can't tell. They're all wearing masks. Do you do this? Do you do that?
That could be him.
Are you double tap man?
No. No.
The chap in there doing that, that's me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
How did that happen? Who gave you that link?
My name's Charlie Rotherham and I run a company called Services to Film, providing extras for films. So I've been trying to get Michael onto one of these gigs for a while, and I think we first spoke about this probably about 18 months ago, and I'd pretty much given up hope because films they had just done at Pinewood have finished, and then we discovered what you might call a new hope, thanks, to get him into something. And so I called him up and said, look, you know, there is a chance that I might be able to get you in this. You know, what are you doing on X, Y, and Z dates? And he said, well, I'm in India. Well, that's a shame. That's not going to work out then, is it? And he said, no, I can work it out.
And there's a chance, maybe, just maybe, that we might be making that appearance in a Stormtrooper outfit very soon.
And he called me back the next day and said he was going to fly back from India from it. Lunatic.
This is big news. Big news.
It was a dream come true. It was hard work realised. It was just a terrific phone call.
I can't give specifics, but the actual project we were working on, there was only a small number of people, and Michael was one of a handful of people who had been desperate to get on for a while.
Right place, right time. You've got to be doing the right things to put yourself in the right place at the right time.
And all the money that we made on that went straight into the charity pot. And then Michael was actually kind enough. We had a charity fundraising dinner at BAFTA on the 6th of February in aid of Walking the Wounded, and Michael actually came along and repaid the favour by emceeing and being our compere for the evening.
Oh, the proof.
I love this. Play me. Open me.
He's like a kid in a sweet shop. Trying to calm him down was the hardest thing. I suppose if you put that much into it, to finally be stood there at Pinewood Studios in the suit's quite exciting, isn't it?
Is this you?
Are you allowed to show us these?
Oh, that's nice. With a photo frame.
Probably Colin Trevorrow.
Oh, that's good. Way!
Oh my God, he's got a real outfit.
How awesome is that?
Yeah, it takes about half an hour to get into the uniform.
Was that your first time in Pinewood?
Yeah, first time at Pinewood.
I mean, that used to be the home of the British film industry.
Still is.
Still is.
I feel like I should have known when you said you were filming at Pinewood.
Is there another Star Wars movie coming out?
As his PA, why do you not know about this? He's actually had to go and get his work himself.
Not a PA,
His agent.
I'm a PR.
Oh, PR, sorry.
I'm still not sure I can believe this.
But it's so cool. I wish you could be like...
Fantastic, huh?
Show me the photo.
There's him there.
How would you know? How would you
Because
know?
look, he's got the red shoulder. Look.
That's a really important one as well.
Yeah, that will be our little code.
Mate, that was very good. If you are double tap man, that's very good.
He is double tap man. Look,
Did you get to say it's probably nothing, move along? Wow, acting as well.
Doesn't get any better than that, does it?
I'm so proud of you, darling.
Thanks, Mum.
So proud.
Love you.
I think this is amazing.
I thought he'd been unpleasantly happy.
He's been so happy, isn't he? Honestly, that's why we haven't seen him.
So what do they think we've been talking about when people see this? If you can't say that you were in... So, hold on. You've achieved what you've wanted to achieve through this whole project, yeah? But you can't talk about it. What's the point in that?
The end goal's always been the same, but the way that we've gone about trying to get to it has sort of taken us off on different tangents.
You know, I can say to people now that was generally worried about his well-being that it actually has worked out.
I didn't know.
It's a bit like I'm relieved.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, thank God.
I just think anybody that wants to do something, they have to pursue their dreams, and you're a huge example for that. And that's what life's about, doing those things that everybody thinks is impossible. Everything is possible.
This series is a fantastic metaphor for many walks of life, but the message is clear. It's if you've got a goal, strive for it.
Follow your heart, follow your dream.
Don't give up. Keep going when it gets tough, and ensure you get to the end.
If someone, when they're 5, wants to be a stormtrooper, then it always stays with them, and I'm glad that he's followed it through.
I think in life I've certainly fallen short a couple of times because I didn't follow something through all the way. I maybe went 70%, 80%, but I didn't sort of see what was around the corner. I didn't see what was over the edge. I didn't take that final risk. Whereas with this project, I've shown all my cards, I've taken every single risk. I've got no regrets at the end of it as well.
Is that a wrap?
Thank you.
To our next adventure.
To our next adventure.
9 bonds.
Whatever it may be. Whatever it may be.
Whatever it may be.
That's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
You got to be a stormtrooper.
Yeah, buddy, yeah.
And you kept it, who? You must have told someone.
How have you not said anything when you're drunk? Is that why you're not drinking?
Maybe, just maybe. You might do it again.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, cool. What next?
Looking back, what advice would you give to a 35-year-old version of yourself about to set off on this journey?
Good question. I would say trust yourself, trust your vision, be prepared for some knockbacks. It's not going to be easy. Achieving any goal requires hard work, so if you're prepared to put in the hard work, then you'll get the rewards. Give yourself the freedom to f*** it up. Don't look for perfection. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. You only lose if you give up. And don't let anyone tell you that it's not possible. Everything's possible. Anything is possible. It's as much about the journey as it is the destination.
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
He is in a galaxy far, far away. He's gone beyond a bond.
Can we get some makeup, please?
You to promise me makeup if I was to do this again. Because in the last one, I look swollen and sweaty.
I forgot the question.
You're feeling enthusiastic and life is good. It smells nice through the nostrils. What?
So the reason I couldn't make the meeting at Mr. I keep looking at the camera. Sorry, I'll just stop that.
That'll be a delivery. Are we just going to ignore that?
Mister, should we go together?
Oh God!
Too much went in.
Oh!
All right, men. Load your weapons. Come on, load them. Sound like David Beckham. Victoria? Victoria!
There are 2 remarkable things about this project when it comes to the budget. One is that Michael's managed to stick to it.
Loads of money. Yeah.
And 2, if you look at what Abs has made and what he's produced on the back of it with the budget that he had, it is remarkable.
Still owe me 30 quid.
I'm slightly nervous. I'm not as funny as I am usually.
So that blow-up doll with the face on, that was Colin.
Did you ever get that back?
You can take that out.
Can we go again?
As a viewer, I would be quite irritated not to know.
Definitively.
Yeah.